Ever wondered why it feels like the universe is testing your patience with a love that seems one-sided? We all dream of an extraordinary love story crafted by God's own hand, yet few are willing to endure the trials and tribulations required to make such a story a reality. If you find yourself constantly reaching out to someone who seems indifferent or silent, it can be heart-wrenching and confusing. But here's a comforting truth: your struggle may reveal more about divine timing and God's plan than you initially realize. When you're the only one making an effort to connect in a relationship, it can be a clear sign that the love you're investing in might be unreciprocated. Relationships are meant to be partnerships where both individuals contribute equally. The exchange of affection, communication, and effort should be mutual. When it's only one-sided, it can indicate an imbalance that might not be sustainable or healthy. If you're consistently reaching out to someone who seems to be indifferent or unresponsive, it's time to pause and reflect on why this might be happening. This introspection is essential because it can lead to deeper insights into your own needs and the nature of the relationship. In these moments, God's guidance becomes crucial. He sees the bigger picture and understands what's best for you, even when you're caught up in emotional turmoil. Number 1. Right person, wrong time. Sometimes, you might feel a profound connection with someone, yet the timing seems off. This experience can be incredibly frustrating and disheartening. You may have met someone who feels like a perfect match, only to find that external circumstances prevent the relationship from flourishing. It's important to remember that God's timing is perfect, even when it doesn't align with our own expectations. God's plans for us are not confined by our timelines. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1 eloquently states, "To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven." Just as a farmer plants seeds and waits patiently for them to grow, we must trust that God's plan for us will come to fruition in His perfect timing. If the person you're longing for is truly meant to be in your life, God will orchestrate the right moment for you both. Trust that the current timing, however imperfect it may seem, is part of a larger divine plan that's unfolding. Number 2. The process of letting go of a past relationship or feelings can be an arduous and emotional process. It's not uncommon to find ourselves holding on to relationships or feelings that we know are no longer beneficial. This struggle can be marked by frustration, confusion, and a deep sense of longing. It can feel like you're stuck in a loop, repeatedly seeking closure or a change of heart. Consider the experience of a friend who was in a relationship that had grown unhealthy over time. Despite knowing that the relationship was no longer serving her well, she struggled to let go of her feelings for her partner. She prayed fervently, asking God to remove these feelings from her heart. Weeks turned into months, and she found herself still thinking about him constantly. It was only later that she realized God was using this period of waiting to prepare her heart for a new and more fulfilling relationship. This process of letting go was crucial for her growth. It allowed her to become ready for a new chapter in her life that she could not have anticipated. The time spent in emotional limbo was not wasted, it was part of her spiritual and personal development. Trust that God is working on your heart even when you can't see immediate changes. He is removing old burdens to make room for new blessings and growth. Number 3. Preparing for a new relationship. Sometimes, God allows us to hold on to certain feelings to prepare us for a future relationship. This preparation is not always immediately clear but is vital for our emotional and spiritual readiness. God's plan for our lives often involves personal growth, emotional healing, and self-discovery. The journey you're on now is shaping you for a love that aligns more closely with God's plan for your life. In 1 Corinthians 13 verses 4 to 7, love is described as patient, kind, and not easily angered. These characteristics are not only ideals for a relationship but also qualities that God cultivates in us. Even if the person you're holding on to is not the one God has in mind for you, the experiences you're going through are part of your preparation for a love that will fulfill you. This time of waiting and reflection is essential for becoming the person you need to be to fully embrace and appreciate a future relationship. Number 4. Taking active steps. moving on from a past relationship or unreciprocated feelings requires deliberate action. Philippians 3 verses 13 to 14 encourages us to forget what lies behind and strain forward to what lies ahead. Moving on is not just about letting go of the past but actively focusing on new possibilities and opportunities. This doesn't mean erasing memories or feelings overnight but involves shifting your focus and taking proactive steps towards your future. Engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Surround yourself with supportive friends and loved ones who encourage your growth. Invest in personal development, whether through hobbies, education, or new experiences. As you take these steps, you may find that your heart begins to heal and your perspective shifts. God often calls us to act before we see results. By moving forward, you align yourself with His plan and open yourself to new opportunities and blessings. Reflect on your journey and consider how God might be using this time to prepare you for something better. Share your thoughts and experiences with others who might be on a similar path. Supporting each other through our individual journeys of faith and love can be incredibly empowering. Seek guidance through prayer and the Scriptures, and remain open to the ways in which God is working in your life. Take a moment to reflect on your current situation. Are you holding on to something that may not be meant for you? Consider how this period of waiting might be part of a larger plan that God has for your life. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's support each other in navigating our journeys of faith, love, and personal growth. If you need guidance, encouragement, or prayer, don't hesitate to reach out to a trusted friend or spiritual advisor. Remember, God's timing is perfect, and He is working everything together for your good. Keep pressing forward with faith and trust in His plan, knowing that your story is unfolding according to His will. Embrace the journey, and believe that God is leading you towards a brighter, more fulfilling future.